Okay, I finally got the image button, but I also did some changes to it. And so I'm probably going to go ahead and show you how I did that. So you could, well, to do this. All the ROM is already in there. You just have to put in a different game list. It's actually called games with a S.ini, and it's located with the where the location of language is at. Okay, so my mad scientist came up due to my last video. He have added 100 game, but due to Neo Geo capability, Neo Geo Mini, the maximum game you could put on the screen at one time is 80 game. If you put any more to it, the screen will become black. I tried put 100 just a while ago, just try it, and the image did not even show up. Okay, so what I did is I put it back to 80, and this is the 80 game that he had that I'm going through right now. And we are going to the video that he gave me, the image that he had. If you burn the image and use the game ini that he gave you, the option will be called folder and folder 2, and folder 2 will give you another 24 game. And but I think those 24 have 4 of them that is maybe related to this one, because he said 100 game, because 80 plus 24 is 104. So I don't know. We could look at it once but what I did is I went a bit further. I asked him a question: can we able to change this ourselves? Can we change the game set without have to based on what you gave, like whoever, if I give you this and you don't like those games, you stuck with those. So I'm gonna show you so you don't get stuck with the game you don't like. Like if you don't like magical drop, and somebody else does, but I don't, and I want to get rid of those, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, now, so you go to the game list and you click on go up to the setting and press A, and here is the default. I put the photo 1, I change it to English edition. Okay, then you press the A button on top, then you give you a Japan. Okay, now the one below it, he haven't got all them fixed yet. So well, I didn't know there's 2 pages. Let me see. Yeah, there's 2 pages. So try not to use any of this because those are not ready. He's trying to figure out how to able to give you the game list and also give you this. So he's still working on it. So don't use those, because if you use those, the game will turn black and then you will die. And so he's working on it, and unless you want to keep on reburning the image over again, so just use those 2 for now. Mad scientists have it called photo 1, photo 2. So what you do is photo 1 will take you back to photo 1. Photo 2 will take you to the 24 game. But I changed mine to Japan edition. Okay. Now the only one game that's not there is King of Fighter 94. So I'm thinking about if I add that to the game list, not game list, but add it to the physical file is not there. That's the reason I mark it out. But so I'm thinking about transferring the file over and see if a file would get too big or not. If not too big, then that would be cool. Then we could do it. So I'm gonna click on A up here on top and select Japan. Okay, now it's called Japan. Now there's one extra step you have to do before you get out. Okay, I'm not sure, but I think it's best you do, because I look at his video and he say you have to sort by default. So press enter again, and then press B. Okay, because if you get out before you press default, you might get a black screen. Okay, and then you have to reinstall you have to reformat and reinstall 3 other stuff, and but I haven't tested that either. The 3 other stuff. You don't have to restore the image back, but you have to restore. It's like a 22-second to restore it. So anyway, so now you press B. B is to get out. Okay. Now you have a different set. Okay. So you have I added total of 43 games, but you have the 40 game of Japan instead of 80. Now it's 43, and then you're missing the 94 for the Japan edition. So Japan, they have all the fighting game: 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So all the game is here, all the fighting game. And then you have 7 Showdown and 4 Special, the Fury, Real Butt, and so on, 2, and World Perfect, that one, Art of Fighting, Blade 2, Ninja. So, ooh, what happened? Maybe that one game is missing. You saw that? It just went black. Because I tried to base on what I remember. And maybe this game right here, number 12, is missing. No? Which one is missing? Number 12, number 13, number 14 is there, number 15, number 16, World Perfect is there, that one's there. Is it Art of Fighting? Number 20. No, that's still good. Is it 21? 22. Ninja. What's that say? Ninja Master? Is it Ninja Master is missing? Let's try. 23. No. 24. King of Fighter 2. Oh, King of Fighter 2 is not there. You saw that? It kicked me out. Let's go the opposite direction. Viewpoint, those. I added those because those are hard to hard to emulate, and so I put those over here. Okay. Blaze. Oh, something else is not in there. This one is not in there somehow. See? Okay. So if you just put any game.ini in there and don't double check it like I did, you're gonna get a black. You're gonna get that. Okay. But the game should work. Let's test it out. Press A. But the image you have is going to be the one that is working, okay? This is just me testing it, see if I could add a Japanese, international, but I haven't tested all. This is the first time testing it, so you've seen what I'm seeing. So I probably won't be giving you this. I'll be giving the one that is from Billy, that he had already created the image, and I tested it worked. I put pause for. Oh, I fixed my start button now. If you notice that I don't have to open back up and press the button. I just loosened up my button and then my board because I got it real tight, and so I just loosen it up. I'm gonna get hit pretty soon. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm dead. Well, let me take that back. There you go. My stuff on still have issue. Okay, so you can save it or exit out. So I'm gonna exit out. Okay, so somewhere, let me remember the number, so that way I could go look it up and see what's going on. So it's that airplane. So this is number 36. So some 35 have error. 35 have problem. 35 have issue. Ah, what number was that? I think this one. 35 and 24. 35 and 24. Let me write that down. Yeah, 24 when I go over 24. Oh, no, not 24. 25. 25 is the King Monster 2. Okay. King Monster 2 is the one that's giving me problem. So when I click here, it gives me black screen. Okay. And then number 35, whatever that airplane is, that give me problem. Alright, to go back to it, you just go back up here, press the start button, and then press the A button again. I'm sorry, not start button, A button. And then go back to English edition, and then come back and put default again. Okay, and press B. Alright, and that will set you back to the 80 game. Alright, cool. So here's 80 game. We already went through it. Everything, all the picture, everything is working. So you have a good set there. So the one you're gonna get is that's how you would do this one, but you will not see this. You will not see English edition. You will see folder 1. So if you want to change it, you go to folder 2, okay, which is second one. All right, and then when you press, make sure the highlight is red on this one. Then you press A, and it will say that. But before you get out, make sure you say folder 2. Then you click default, and then you click B. All right. Otherwise, you will run into issues because you need to refresh itself, sort it out. Because if you don't click default and just come straight out, this thing is gonna go blink off. This might give you some issue. Okay. So, but if you do this, for example, if you click English, let's do it without go to default and just click straight out. See, it's still in Japan, and then it's trying to refresh itself. You might get a black screen, and then it might not go back. See, still stay in Japan. So you need to click default and then press B. Okay, then it will change. Otherwise, it kind of like it messes it up. It doesn't know what you're doing. So you have to select it, and actually that word should be probably change it to like confirm instead of default. Say it should be confirm. Like you select the folder 1 and you click the second one is to confirm. It's not default, it's confirm. Okay, so maybe that wording, that vocabulary word need to be changed from a default to confirm, because if you don't confirm it, you're going to have issues. Okay, now let me show you what's the problem if you choose I went to the game. Let me show you what happened if you choose now he's working on the bio. I asked him about that. If you double select the select button twice, will it take you to the bio? And he said that he's working on that right now. So it's pretty cool, man. So he said he's working on that. So by holding the select button or press it twice, it doesn't do nothing. Okay. So just FYI, my stupid button's not working again. Okay. I didn't open and resolder it. I was thinking about it, but the pin is so tiny and so close to each other. I think if I try to fix it, I might screw it up more. So I could deal with that. I could smash the thing a couple of times to get the pin and the board connected to make it work. Like kind of wiggle it, you know, pretty much. But yeah, okay, so this is working. So I need to go fix my problem, but I'm gonna end the video like this. If I wind up able to successfully do it and got it working, I will put another video out and show you how to do it, and then also I'll show you also I'll give you the new image that I got it working. So my goal is my goal and his goal is about the same. I asked him, can he do that, and he said that he could. He's working on it, and so what he's gonna do is he's gonna have like the default, like returning back to the default. You can rename it the way it makes sense, like return back to the main edition or main setting. Sorry, I hit the recording. And then this one would be considered like a Japanese edition, and then the international edition, Samurai Showdown edition, and then Christmas edition, and then I don't know. He said he could put 130 gaming here. I probably do believe that he could, and without passing the seeded number. So if he could do that, that would be cool. That means you don't have to use a USB, and you could play up to close to 130 game Neo Geo Mini. So that would be awesome, because most people who got this wanted to play nothing but Neo Geo Mini. Okay, so that's what he's mainly focused on right now. He's gonna get this portion working first. Now I asked him about some people, they also want to play like different game, non Neo Geo. Are we able to get that? He said Howley or Howard, his other teammate on his team, on his group, some of them are working on it. So they are trying to create a better emulator, a better maybe a better Final Burnout that will support more game than just some, because the one that they have only support very, very little. Now let me show you what happened if you select any of those. Let me see, is it because I didn't press confirm? Okay, so I select French, and then let me try default, see if anything happened. Okay, now I'm probably gonna get a black screen. Alright, this is something you don't want to do. Don't do this, okay? And then press B. Okay, as long as I click confirm, I guess I'm still okay. Now I don't know if this is gonna be French or not. I don't know, because they all look English to me. Let me choose Chinese. Let me see if I choose I don't know which one is which, but I just choose one of them. See, it did change. Let me click confirm. Okay, now I click B. It still look okay, because the title is English. It's not going to change. Title is not going to change. But would the game be in Chinese? That's a good question. Will this game become Chinese? Let's try. No. Would it be Asian or Japan? Actually, Neo Geo is not Chinese. It's more of a Japan. Bowdy. It's still English. Yeah, I still see English. Look at English name. Yeah, still English. I think he found the English version of this game. Hey, but here it's in Chinese. So I guess it does work. Let me see. What'd I do? Oh, I got out. Because I didn't know what that means. Okay, let me press A again. Let me see if I could change to a different language. Those of you who understand Spanish, let's change to, where am I? Spanish. Okay, now make sure you click confirm. Okay, if you don't, you messed up. Okay, press B. Alright, so let's go back to the setting. Well, let's start a game and then go back to settings, see if that game, the exit out option screen would be in Spanish. Yeah, it's in Spanish. So the language does change. So it does work. You just make sure you have to click confirm. Okay, well, click default. But so I think that maybe we need to change the wording, and so it makes sense. So the language does work. So you could change the language. So let me see. So if you don't click the second one on top, you will have problems. So if you pick any language, you could pick any language you want. Now when they say addition, those are the game. Those are not the language, okay? So because he used those folder for that, so the language did not. Okay. So yeah, so when you click it, make sure here instead of sorted, you have to be confirmed. Okay. So I don't know. This might be too much work for them to change that to. Yeah, you could change to default, confirm. It doesn't matter. It's mean the same. But you know what I mean. You have to click this first. Okay. If you don't and you get out, you press B. You're gonna have black screen. Okay. All right. That's it. That's it for the video. Let's look at the back a little bit. Let me tell you what's the best way to do this. Okay. Let me come up here. Let me zoom in. Okay, so what I did is, let me put that on the side. So what I did is I created a backup copy. Okay, so before I do anything, you always want to create a backup copy, because once you go in there and if the file get too big, it becomes bigger than 2,766,640 kilobyte. If it's bigger than that, you won't be able to burn it. You will get overflow burn. So you might as well delete and start over. So I'm going to attempt to add. I'm going to try to add Kingdom Fighter 94, because missing Kingdom Fighter 94 for the. And also I'm going to see why the other two give me black screen. And so when I open this using the Win image, I extract the file over here, so I can see what's inside, and then I could edit the file. So the way you edit a file, you cannot edit using the program called Win. So you go to the location, and this is where the folder is named, okay, called English, French, and so on. And what I did here was that I went in here and I used Notepad++. And right here, when you say English, I changed this to English edition. And then here I change it to Japan edition. Okay, then here you could change it to international version. Okay, and then the Christmas edition. But the problem, if you change those, then the language would not work. Okay, so that would be a problem. So the language will not work. So if you substitute those with different game set, your language change might not work. So you have, in order for it to work, you have to leave it the way this is. Okay, because if you change it, like we changed those two, then English and Germany language will not change. Okay, so those language will work. So if for example, if you are a Germany and you do not use any of this, you could change those to, Japanese edition or international edition. Then you select those to get a different game set. Okay, and the way you get different game set is you have to create your own game set. See right here, this one. And what I did on top, I name it Japan edition. See, I mark out the 94 because the game do not have 94. So I put the pound sign. So the pound sign did not here. So then I move. This one used to be ID 0, so I moved this one to ID 0. That's why you're seeing the Metal Slug 4 on top. Then it started with Metal Slug 5. So so I mean not Metal Slug 5, King of Fighter 95. So Metal Slug 4, I move it from the bottom and bring it up here, and because I don't have ID 0, which is King of Fighter 94. Okay, so to get less confusing, I say this is photo 1, and I call this Japan edition. And then the second one, because the name is all the same, game.ini. See on top, the name is all games with a s.ini. So if you don't give a cell a title, you're gonna get yourself confused. Okay. And this one is photo number 2, and it's called the International Edition. Okay. So that way you know, okay, all this game is international. Alright? Okay. So let me go ahead and zoom back out. Okay, minimize this. And then the way you open the game is open the file is you go to I'm got a problem burning my I'm trying to burn Raspberry Pi on hard drive and it's giving me error. Not good. Not good. Alright. I have to probably figure out how to fix this. So you open up the Win image, and you could Google search it, and you could put any key in there, and it will say invalid key, but it will say you register. That's it. Just put any random key, and confirm it, and then you say you are now registered to this program because it's free software. So what I did is I type in crazy key, any number, I click OK, and then next thing it will say invalid code, but then it say you are registered. Okay, so then you don't have to worry about 30 days expire. Alright, so what I did is I opened the folder called 100 Game by Math Science, and this is the vendor that I back up the extra copy. So you want to open that up, and once you open it up, you have the same folder right here, REV. Okay, in here, this location, you could see all this, but you cannot open it. You cannot edit this file, and you cannot edit the file in here. So the first folder you see will be this one, folder 1. So this is not by accident. By default, this is the one you see 80 game, and by default I also put 80 game here. Okay, so these two files is identical, this one and the one before that. Okay, because without this one you cannot go backward, so you have to have this one to go back. Okay, the second folder will be this one, which is the Japan. So I put the Japan here, and the way you put it, you just go to like image, inject, and it's gonna ask you, okay, where. So I create two folders, one I call international, one I call Japan, and then one is this one. So if I wanted to have international, I just go to international, click on that, click open, and he say, are you sure you want to replace that? So right now I have that as a Japan, so I don't want to change it to a national. I want to fix the problem first. Okay. So then so here is just you put everything you need to put in here, and then you save it. Okay. You could delete the folder, add a folder, but you cannot do anything other than that. Okay. So you wanted to export, or you want to extract all this using image and extract into your location, choose extract all, and then put it into a directory that you want to extract it to. Okay, so I put it into this folder right here. Okay, so you could extract it to, like right here, I put it on 100, and then I put it in the Neo Geo, and then I put it in burn. You see right there, I already got the I already extracted already. I don't need to extract it again. See all the folder here. So you just point to whatever wherever you wanted to extract the file to, and then you just click OK, and then you click OK again. All right. Now you could change your file, the INI file, to whatever you want inside, and then once you finish with it, then you just inject the stuff in here. So you just go and say, okay, I want to inject, you know, my international or whatever one you want, the Japan version, okay. And then when you finish, you just click save and just close it out, and then you just go ahead and start your image burner, which I just open up the folder, and then I go to the 100, okay, and then I go to my Neo Geo Mini hack. Then everything's in here, all the burn folder, everything's in here. Those two are just a backup my image. Like you don't want to have two vendor image here, you'll confuse the system, so you want to move it to a backup folder. Okay, so this is the only one. There's only one here, there's only one. If you have more than one here have the same name, the system will prompt you with an error and ask you which one is the correct one. Then you just come here and then just run this program called MainApp.exe, and that's pretty much it. You say yes, and the program will open. Then you have to put it on a safe mode, because right now it's showing 0, so you have to put it into safe mode. And then once that is ready, you just click down, and that's it. You put the image. So that's pretty much it. So just want to let you guys know. And so there's a new image out there for you, and I'll put the link in the description. So you have 100 new game that you could play with, all Neo Geo. He's gonna try to put 130. I only could get 125 game to work. So I don't know. He said he's gonna put 130. So maybe he found some game that actually worked, because I was not able to successfully get I only could get 125 game to work, but who knows, he might able to. So let's see what happened. And so he's working on it, so once he get that ready, then we could go ahead and get that image to you. All right, thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.